Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at Albany, New York with lead in drinking water. How does it actually stack up, especially in Albany, and what are some actions you can take to protect your family if you live in this area from lead and lead exposure? So first, we want to start with lead in drinking water. Lead in drinking water, although rarely the sole cause of lead poisoning, can significantly increase a person's total lead exposure. And if you watch this channel, you know that there is no safe amount of lead in water, and it's especially detrimental to people who are younger. Now, lead enters the drinking water primarily from the corrosion or wearing away of material containing lead in water service lines and household plumbing. So while your water treatment plant may actually send you good water, there can be a couple of issues. There can be issues with the pipes itself. They're older. Maybe the house was built before the 1960s and the particles leach into the water because the pipes are older. It can also be that the lead service lines are leaching lead particles there. So what can you do? They have lead service replacement programs, and you can actually take their links right here for lead service lines to find out if you have a lead service line, and these are great ways to take action. Also, Albany's water treatment to prevent the corrosion of lead materials in the water distribution system. The Albany Water Department, AWD, uses corrosion control treatment for the drinking water as mandated by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, and the New York State Department of Health. The AWD completes tap water lead testing from a sampling of Albany households every 3 years. So this is a good prevention technique just to make sure that there's not corrosion or there's not issues with the pipes. But in the latest sampling conducted in 2021 and in previous years, the AWD has been in compliance with at least 90% of the samples. You can actually take a look at their action level for lead and copper right here in their water quality report. Now, you might still be wondering, well, that's good, they are taking action, but the responsibility ultimately comes down to me. So, even though they are using controlled treatment and the testing of tap water from select households, lead levels can be high in some homes and buildings due to lead-based plumbing, components of factors. So you need to actually take this and work on it at an individual level. So to determine if your water service line is lead, you can go ahead and check out the replacement program. And if you need to have your water tested, it's always a good example if your lead sample exceeds 0.01 milliliters or 10 parts per billion. And you can also figure out how to reduce your exposure as well. So when it comes to preventing lead, they are doing some really good things to prevent issues, especially with their water treatment, making sure there's not corrosion, making sure there's not problems with service line replacement, and also helping with service lines. That being said, even though pipes may get replaced or a service line may get replaced, it's still always a good idea to periodically test your water for any amount of lead.